Hello everybody and welcome back to my Football Manager 21 Let's Play series. We are at the beginning of the new championship season. We have a look. We're about to play Fylde in our opening match of the new National League North season. As you can see, we've had some good friendlies in the run-up to this start of the season. The really thing that I'm most pleased about is the fact that I get to play pretty much 9 league matches before we have to play an FA Cup, an FA Cup game. You know, I'm so pleased about that. The thing I'm not so pleased about over here on the right, we are allowed to name 5 substitutes for the match in the league, which we all were familiar with last year. However, we're now only allowed to use 3 of those subs. We can't use all 5, which is going to make it very difficult for me to rotate players and get players featured in matches. I'm not going to have to get as many players on the pitch over the coming season, unless I do really well in some of these cups, the FA Cup or the FA Trophy. Club info, nothing really much has changed here. Club vision. This is where things are getting a little bit different. They expect us to get promotion this season via winning the league now, the board do. Originally it was just like, you know, just try and reach the playoffs, we'll be happy. Now they want me to actually win the league. They want me to reach the semi-final minimum of the FA Trophy, and they want me to obviously reach the second round minimum. That's second round of the FA Cup, not the qualifying round like last year, the actual proper competition. So I'm like, what is going on here? Where do these guys get these flipping predictions from? The bad thing is, as well, is that my board tried to offload one of my best players, CWATTYESO, and I had to go and have words with them and say, look, no, just no, because they already let Jack Lee leave the club, who was our top central defender last year. Maybe I have to go back. Yeah, look, Jack Lee, they let him go out for 55k, which could potentially rise to 105,000. Honestly, I've got a feeling he was worth a heck of a lot more than that. And that's why I kind of protested the CWATTYESO transfer. I said, look, no, you're not selling him. Because A, you want me to get promoted by winning the league. You've given me all these requirements that I must achieve, the club must hit this season, these targets. The only way I'm going to do that is if we keep our best players. You keep selling them, we're not going to be able to do what you want us to do. So hopefully I can stop the squad from being sold by the chairman. Hopefully in time we might get a takeover by someone else who's a little bit more focused on letting the team be the team rather than trying to make money. Also, Joe Healy has left the club. You'll see he went for £500 to AFC Wimbledon. Joe Healy was a bit weird, I'm not going to lie. First of all, he came to me and said he was going to retire on the 21st of June. The exact same day that Nigel Marshall, our head physio, was also retiring from the game. So obviously the 21st of June must be the point in the game, the database, where players and staff do their, you know, changes from one job to another or announce their retirement entirely from the game. So he announced he was going to retire. Now I felt a little bit bad about that because I was like, dude, you had like a 5-year contract at the club, so you've only done one season. You had 4 more still to go. Yes, you might be 34 years of age, and realistically the chances of you still playing at the club at 39 were going to be slim. However, I felt you were a good enough player with your statistics that you were going to be contributing to this team this coming season to help us probably hit our targets that we needed to hit. So I actually had a conversation with him and said, look, I really think you should reconsider your retirement. And he says, okay, I'll go away and think about it. And then I got an update in my inbox a few days later to say that he wasn't going to reconsider and he was definitely retiring on the 21st of June. And then I got a newspaper interview from our friend at the at one of the newspapers, whichever, I can't remember which one it was now. Somebody interviewed me anyway and asked me, yeah, Peter Waldron, it would have been him from the non-league paper, and asked me what I felt about Joe Healy announcing his retirement, blah, blah. And I says, I'm really disappointed because I really felt he had a lot still to offer the club. And sure enough, next day after that interview, Joe Healy came to me and said, you know what? I've decided to reconsider my reconsider and I'm not going to retire. I'm going to keep playing for you. And I was like, thank you. However, as soon as we reached the start of this season and the transfer window opened, he suddenly came to me and said, I think I've done all I can at this level, and I want a new challenge. And then a club came in and made a bid for him. I think it was, who was it who bid for him originally? I can't remember now. Somebody bid for him. I think it was a was it a League One team? I can't remember now. No, it was Southend. Southend made a bid for him. And I didn't think it was very good. They offered zero. They made a £0 money bid for him. Non-negotiable. Free transfer they wanted. But I was going to have to pay him 300 quid in loyalty bonus. So I rejected the transfer. And then he come to me complaining and was outraged and that I'd blocked his dream move or whatever to a higher level. And then the squad came to me and were like, we think you've really unfairly treated Joe Healy. So I was like, screw you then, Joe. So I just offered him out and obviously got 500 quid from AFC Wimbledon. I turned round, handed Joe the 300 quid I owed him and said, bye-bye. There's the door. Don't let it hit you on the way out, son. And, yeah, that's basically the gist of that story. So we're lining up. I've got 2 players currently on trial at the club. One's a defensive central midfield player. Another one's an attacking midfield centre. Again, I'm trying to find players who can fit into that Joe Healy role, really. That central midfield position that we've lost by not having Joe. Tactics-wise, I think I'm going to probably change this tactic this time. I'm probably going to load up a different tactic. And we'll see. So we'll let the team start to get familiarised with that. Robson, that was the player I brought in. Robson was a player I had on trial who's going to be the Joe Healy because he can play all across the middle of the park. Brilliant player. So we gave him a deal. But yeah, here we go then. First game of the season in the Vanarama National League against Fylde, a team we've had past history with. And we're going to be pretty good. I'm going to stick maybe with that formation for now because the team is most familiar with it. I'm going to give Lewis Cox a chance to play because he's played all the pre-season friendlies. I'm going to put James Moore on there. We've got Jordan Cox on the bench. He is wanted by Exeter for a transfer. Quite a few of our players are wanted. So I'm kind of nervous that clubs are going to come in and basically try and steal players from under my nose. And especially if my chairman keeps accepting offers and trying to offload the players. Because he just sees the money. He just sees the money. And he gets all flipping crazy and forgets that we stand to make more money in the long term by keep getting promoted. You know? Out there, give the fans a reason to cheer. First match of the season, we are away from home. Maybe I should have been a little bit more, you know, careful with my team talk, but ultimately, we're also playing in all white. All of a sudden, our kit has changed, and we're playing in all white colours. No more are we playing in like black shorts. Not sure I'm quite pleased with that, because it makes us look like Leeds. I don't like Leeds. I'm hoping that's just I think we're still playing with the correct shirts though, looking at the 3D kit, although it's hard to tell quite what's happening there. No, we're the team in purple, aren't we? Because we're the away team. Ugh. I keep forgetting. I've got to remember, we look like Harchester United when we play away because of the purple strip. And for anyone who doesn't know Harchester United, you're obviously too young and don't remember the great TV show that used to be Dream Team that was on Sky, which was all about a fictional Premier League football team called Harchester United that run for many, many years on Sky One. Great show. Absolutely great show. It was like, kind of like EastEnders meets football. If you know what I mean. Or Coronation Street meets football, or, you know, it was like a soap. But it was made for men, because it was about a football team, players. You know, it was like the soap opera that as lads could watch and not feel bad about it. Not have the mick taken out of us by anyone because we was watching Dream Team, you know. You had great players like Carl Fletcher, you know. And then they had the goalkeeper, what was his name? Parker, who I think he took the team hostage in one episode at the end of one season, and he got killed. He got taken out by like armed police because he took the clubs hostage because he was trying to get them relegate. I think he had a gambling debt or something with some serious like loan shark type peoples. And I think he was trying to avoid, if the team got relegated, or if the team didn't get relegated, I can't remember now what the permutations of it was, but there was something that had to happen. So on the last day of the season, to try and prevent it happening, he took the team hostage in the dressing room at half time. And tried to get the game abandoned and the game cancelled. And like I say, he got shot by armed police after that. So it's 0-0 at half time. But we're just not really finding come on lads, keep playing. We just need that goal. There's a lot of obviously we're going to be a little bit weaker having lost Healy from the team. Our defence might not be as good anymore without Jack Lee. We might be a little bit more leaky at the back. Come on, lads. We can't be doing this. What is Rene doing? Why is Rene so bad? I don't even have any of the top men on the pitch. Quick kick. Campbell got a safe pair of hands, but it's not looking great, is it, for us again? Come on, lads, you need to get more into this. Now it's going to be tougher for us this season, playing in at this level, but, you know. Gotta try. That was close. That was close. That was better. Right, we need to make a bit of a tactical change here because this isn't working again. I think what we do, Cameron Green on for a start. That's the first change. The second change we're going to do is we're going to bring on Jared Bird for Cisse. We're going to put you up into that position. You're going to be an attacking midfielder attack. In fact, actually, shadow striker. I would love to be able to see the descriptions. I think we'll leave him on attacking midfield and we'll leave him on attack duty. So that's the change I'm going to make at the minute. It's just the one substitution, or the two substitutions, should I say. And then we're almost at the stage though, at 72 minutes, where we have to think that Jordan Cox has got to come on. Point the fingers. They have the chance to make the real difference for us, and they have to, because they're the only three substitutes I'm allowed to make. So this is it, lads. We're about to lose our first game of the season. Seriously think I'm going to have to go back to a two-man up front formation though, really. I've got to find some way of getting two men up front, as well as being able to factor in all these players. Because otherwise we're just going to get mugged. our goal scoring output has rapidly dropped since the last patch came out for this game. Even the pre-season, I mean, the pre-season friendlies, don't take nothing from that. They're friendlies. Teams are obviously working on stuff, and all the teams we played were a lot poorer opposition than what we're facing here. But obviously, I mean, they're well offside there. It's not even close. We've got to look at trying to improve the team a bit, I think. We're just losing the ball. We just lose the ball too easy. Whether we're not physical enough. That's a strange thing to say after last season. I mean, we had the most possession. We've had a lot of shots. Not many of them on target. We had the most XG. We've hit the woodwork twice. You know? Unlucky, boys. That's a terrible start to the season. Losing your first fucking match. You know, it's going to be tough. It's not going to be an easy season. The board really are expecting a heck of a lot from us. Grantham were unlucky in defeat. Are you going to offer me any great players? So Dan Bartlett. So those are the two players that we've got on trial already. So we'll see how those trials go. Right. We will play Gateshead in the next match. And we will probably give this formation a try. Again, I'm not expecting a mass miracles from it because we haven't got the two. We haven't got the two strikers. Lancaster trial finishes. Derby make De Silva. What? Derby have made an offer of 325,000, which may eventually rise to 400,000, and they feel that's a better offer than the 700k we were offered by Birmingham. This fucking chairman's an idiot. I'm sorry if you are watching real life chairman of the club, but you're an idiot. You're going to let our best... Well, he is our best player now. In defensively, leave the club. This is going to be... It's going to be impossible. I'm already seeing and sensing that this is going to be an impossible mission to try and get this club promoted this year. We've only sold 109 season ticket. It's more than the 85 we sold last year, but it's not a lot. It's not a lot. Oh, you are concerned about our 1-0 defeat to Filed. Yeah, I'm concerned about it. I'm going to be even more concerned about it if you let our highly influential players leave the club. Oh boy, we are in trouble. I'm in trouble. I am in trouble. I don't see this season going my way, folks. What else is going on? National League. We've had some more offers made. I'm going to negotiate. I would sooner them pull out of the deals. I would. If they withdraw their offers, I don't look like the bad guy. If I can price him out of the, if I can make the clubs go, you know what, it's not really worth it. But more offers have been made. They're offering 350k up front. I want to add 20% of his next sale. I would like a friendly, please. Millwall, we're going to reject that one. Watford. Watford want him. Right. Entry value in excess of 300k. Okay, accept the offer. Okay. I'll accept that. I mean, we're going to have to just face the fact he's gone. We've lost him. We've lost our top man. That's going to be so difficult. Deal with. Team selection. Quick pick. We're playing Wogi Yogi as a winger. Don't want to play a Wogi Wogi as a winger. Kempster's not good enough to play in that as a winger. But he's got no choice. He's gonna have to. Just gonna have to do it. Right, let's go. Can't believe flipping Calder Silver's leaving the club. Dreadful news. Oh, yes, white and black. We're in the right strip. That's the one positive we can take from this today. Right, let's have a look then. Kempster. Come on, Kempster. Corner kick. Of course, we've lost a big threat from corners because of Healy. Healy was our corner taker. Our set piece man, and he's gone. I do like the idea of having a midfielder named Robson, though. Reminds me of Brian Robson from back in the early 90s playing for Man U. Captain Marvel. Maybe Robson could be our Captain Marvel. You never know. Silver. Cameron Green. First goal of the season. Again, we're going to lose this because the board of fucking idiots want to sell our best players. I bet we won't get that 300 grand in our transfer budget. I bet we won't see much of that money coming down to me, filtering down to me to be able to get new players in. Kempster to Beelan. Beelan to Campbell. Robson. Max Robson's first goal of the season and his first goal for the club. You know what, we could be on course for a good, you know, first game of the season. We put it down to first game jitters, maybe. First game, new league. Tough opposition. We should have expected maybe some problems along the way, but we've got to give a good account of ourselves. Pick up points in matches we know we can definitely win. Some of these clubs may be just too strong for us, and we just have to accept that. You know? I mean, in all fairness, I did get promoted by winning the league, which I wasn't expected to do for a couple of seasons. The club wanted me to be mid-table last year, didn't they? So we overachieved massively last year. And as a result, we've been promoted way ahead of schedule before I really had a chance to really develop the team much. We've only had 1 year. And now they want to do back-to-back promotions. Well, it's going to be tough. You can't bring the quality of players in that you need to do that and expect them just to gel and take off running. You know, we've lost players in Jack Lee, Joe Healy. We've brought in a bunch of new players. It's all going to take time for these jigsaw puzzle pieces to fit together. You know, it's a bit like starting off last season. Start of last season was bad because the team didn't know each other. The team, you know, the players didn't know anybody. As a result of that, we didn't perform well in those first few matches, but we then obviously went on to do very, very well. And I'm hoping, similar thing to happen here this season. We might get off to a rough start until all the players are bedded in and have formed relationships and partnerships with each other, and then take it from there. It doesn't help as well that our pitch looks absolutely dreadful. Absolutely dreadful. We've also got some players who just really haven't recovered well, have they? Fitness-wise. Robson, Kempster, De Silva. And again, it's another match where, again, our striker has been very quiet. Goals have come from the midfield players, Green and Robson. Remy hasn't done anything. Second match, Remy hasn't done anything. I don't think Remy plays well as a lone striker. I just don't think he works as a lone man. Doesn't have the attributes needed for that type of role. So Monster. Beelan. Goal. Beelan. That's better. Right, we're going to need to make some changes. Now, Robson's absolutely spent. I don't know if I've got a player that can play in that role though, because Kempster's spent as well. Unless I bring Mo on. Beelan. Looking dreadful. Said bring James Ball on for Beelan. Okay. And then we've got to bring Ogie Gogie on. Do the Okie Kokie. That's it then. Those are my changes. The 3 that I'm allowed. So sadly, I'm going to have to stick with Remy for 90 minutes. There'll be no Jordan Cox making an appearance. Okay, at 3-0 we probably don't need him. But I'll tell you what, it's going to be so difficult this season working with 3 substitutes. I wish that COVID thing of 5 substitutes was a permanent thing in football. I've probably said this in previous videos this series. I really do think, even at Premier League level, they need to be able to make 5 subs a match. They should, in this day and age, be allowed to make 5 substitutes a game. You know? Just gets more players involved. But Remy's got a goal, so I was being a little bit harsh on him. There was an offside there for Cameron Green. Silva. Just a marauding full wing back or full back, and we're just going to lose that. We're going to lose that. when he moves teams. I'm assuming he's going to want to go to one of the top clubs. I mean, man, if we could have got that 750k, that 750k was what I wanted. I mean, I didn't want it, but, you know, if I was going to be forced to let him go from the club, I would have rather have had the 750k. We're not going to get that now, because of the stupid chairman accepting stupid freaking offers, stupid clubs. I mean, I managed to negotiate a few teams, like I say, and got like 750k offered for him. But then I was like, I don't want to sell him, so I went to the board and protested, and they changed their minds. They cancelled all the transfer, but then the next freaking day, they go and accept a new transfer for him. I'm just absolutely flabbergasted. Right as the season's starting, you know, competition's getting underway, that they would do that to me. Instead of just backing me for the season and then say, look, at the end of the year, let's decide whether we're going to sell anybody or not. Give us one season in this league, see what we do. You can then offload our players if you must. But don't sabotage me on the eve of the season. So Campbell managed to get 2 goals there in the end. Very, very nice. Good win, boys. Well done. 5-0. That moves us back up the table quite nicely. Holy lot. Got to get Boston. Boston in the league. Woohoo! That's going to be a game and a half. That is, bringing Boston to town. When does that match? Keep it up. Grantham ended Gateshead's 7-game unbeaten run. Brilliant. Right, let's have a look. When do we play Boston? We play FC United after our cup game. Boston is a December fixture. Ooh, before Christmas. Before Christmas. Right, folks. Well, we've reached that stage where we've got to the end of today's episode. We've seen the first 2 games under of the new season. What I'll do is I'll bring you back. We'll play another couple of games, and obviously we'll see how the whole transfer issue business with De Silva works out. So we'll show you that in the next video. We'll play another couple of matches, and then we'll probably skip ahead a bit again towards maybe like the cup matches, the rounds of the cup, and start showing those matches a little bit. The good thing is we play Blythe Spartans next, who are no stranger to us, and we should be capable of giving them a bit of a good hiding. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we keep winning. Now we have won a match, and I will see you in the next video. So for now, go ahead, give me that thumbs up on the video. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Leave your comments in the comment section down below. Share the video everywhere you see fit, and I'll be back very soon with another episode. Goodbye for now, folks. Cheerio.